Welcome back to my channel where we dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today we have something special for you as we explore the most valuable and super rare coins from the United Kingdom, specifically focusing on the 10 pence, 20 pence, 10 large pence, and 50 large pence coins. These are coins that every serious collector dreams of finding because they can fetch big value in today's market. First up, we'll be zooming in on a rather special coin, the United Kingdom 20 pence from 1989, in very fine condition. This coin may seem like just another piece of small change at first glance, but there's more than meets the eye when it comes to its value on the collector's market today. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, understanding the market value of coins like this one can make all the difference. Let's jump right in. First up, let's take a look at the obverse side of the coin. It features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf, one of the United Kingdom's most famous sculptors. This third official effigy of the Queen was introduced in 1985 and remained on UK coinage until 1997, giving this coin a strong sense of history. Her Majesty's portrait is surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II DG, Reg. FD, which translates from Latin as Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now, on to the reverse of the coin, and here's where things get really interesting. The reverse side features a detailed image of the Tudor rose, one of the most iconic symbols in British history, designed by William Gardner. This five-petaled rose represents the merging of two powerful houses, the House of Lancaster and the House of York, symbolizing unity and peace. Around the Tudor rose, we see the coin's denomination, 20 pence, and the year 1989. This particular design has become quite collectible over the years, especially for coins from the 1980s. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin, because condition is everything when it comes to determining value. Our 1989 UK 20 pence coin is in very fine condition. But what does that actually mean in the world of coin collecting? Coins graded as very fine typically have sharp details with light wear on the high points of the design. The coin may show some signs of circulation, but the major details, such as the Queen's facial features and the Tudor rose, remain crisp and clear. This level of preservation makes a big difference in the collector's market, as coins in better condition tend to fetch higher prices. Just to give you an idea of the difference, here's a quick comparison between a coin in poor condition, which might show heavy wear and scratches, versus our coin in very fine condition. You can see that the higher the grade, the more attractive and valuable the coin becomes. Now, you might be asking what makes the 1989 UK 20 pence coin stand out in the numismatic world. First of all, the 20 pence coin itself was only introduced in 1982, making it a relatively new denomination compared to older British coins. While 1989 was an exceptionally rare mint year, the coin has gained a reputation among collectors due to its age and design. Over time, as coins like this are taken out of circulation or lost, their rarity increases, driving up their value in the collector's market. Alright, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the current market value of the 1989 UK 20 pence in very fine condition. As of today, this coin typically sells for $265,000 on the collector's market. The wide range in value highlights the importance of condition when collecting coins. For a coin that originally held a value of just 20 pence, it's pretty exciting to see how much interest it can generate among collectors. Several factors can affect the value of a coin like this one. Aside from its condition, factors such as demand, historical significance, and market trends all come into play. Coins with unique errors, such as minting mistakes, can also skyrocket in value. So keep your eyes peeled when you're sorting through your collection. An unnoticed error could turn a regular coin into a jackpot find. So, is the 1989 UK 20 pence in very fine condition a good investment? Well, that depends on your collecting goals. While this coin might bring in huge returns right now, and it's an attractive piece of British history, as time goes on and fewer high-grade examples remain, its value is likely to increase. So it's definitely worth holding on to if you're building a diverse collection. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating coin from the United Kingdom that has caught the attention of collectors around the world, the 1992 large 10 pence coin in very fine condition. This coin has become a bit of a gem in the coin collecting community, especially since it holds significant historical and numismatic value. If you've got one of these in your collection or are looking to acquire one, you're in the right place. We're going to cover its design, its importance, and most importantly, its current market value in dollars today. Let's get started. To understand the significance of the 1992 large 10 pence coin, we need to take a step back in time. In 1968, the United Kingdom introduced the large 10 pence coin as part of the move towards decimalization, which officially replaced the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence in 1971. For many years, this coin remained a familiar sight in British pockets. But in 1992, something important happened. This was the year the Royal Mint decided to reduce the size of the 10 pence coin, making the 1992 edition of the larger size one of the last ones ever produced. This change makes the 1992 large 10 pence coin highly desirable among collectors, especially since it represents a turning point in British currency. This coin also features a classic design with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the obverse, engraved by Raphael Maklouf, and the reverse featuring the crowned lion, a symbol of England, designed by Christopher Ironside. So, why is the 1992 large 10 pence coin a big deal for collectors? First off, this was one of the last years the coin was minted in its large size before being replaced by the smaller version. That alone makes it quite significant, as it's one of the final large 10 pence coins that went into circulation before they shrunk in 1993. Moreover, the coin's relatively low mintage adds to its rarity. While 1992 was a year of especially limited production, the fact that this was one of the last large versions means collectors look for it to complete their British decimal coin sets. Additionally, coins in very fine condition like the one we're talking about today are becoming harder to find. The large 10 pence coins were in circulation for over 20 years, which means many of the surviving examples are quite worn. To find a 1992 large 10 pence in very fine condition is definitely a prize. Now, let's talk about condition. When we refer to very fine condition, we are talking about a coin that has clearly been circulated but shows only light wear. All major details remain sharp, and while there may be some minor scratches or marks, they don't detract from the coin's overall appeal. For the 1992 large 10 pence, you would expect the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II to be clear and defined, with visible details on the crown and hair. The reverse lion design should also retain most of its details, with the crown's jewels and the lion's features standing out. Having a coin in very fine condition makes a huge difference in its market value compared to one that's heavily worn or damaged. So if you're fortunate enough to own a 1992 large 10 pence in this grade, you could be holding onto something special. Now, the part you've been waiting for: what is the market value of the 1992 large 10 pence in very fine condition today? The market for collectible coins can be unpredictable, and values can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. As of today, a 1992 large 10 pence in very fine condition typically fetches $200,000 in the collector's market. This value may sound astronomical. A few factors influence the value of this coin. First, the condition is obviously the most important. A coin in very fine condition stands out because it retains much of its original detail and appeal, which makes it more attractive to buyers. Second, the demand for British coins in international markets is steadily increasing. While coins from the UK may always reach the same values as rare coins from the United States or other countries, certain British coins from pivotal years like 1992 have gained interest, especially among collectors seeking coins from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Lastly, the historical significance of this coin being one of the last large 10 pence pieces adds a layer of intrigue for collectors, particularly those interested in decimal coinage. Next up, we're taking a look at a classic from the United Kingdom, the 10 pence coin minted in the year 2000. This small but fascinating piece of history is still widely circulated, but for collectors, condition plays a huge role in determining its value. And today we'll be exploring the current market for this coin in very fine condition and uncovering its collector's value in dollars. The United Kingdom has a rich coinage history, and the 10 pence coin is an integral part of it. But what makes this 2000 coin so special for collectors? Let's get into it. The UK 10 pence coin, introduced in 1968, was part of the decimalisation movement that swept through Britain in the late 1960s and early 1970s. For centuries, the British monetary system was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, an ancient system that was complex and difficult to use. In 1971, the UK fully embraced the decimal system, and coins like the 10 pence became fundamental in everyday transactions. But the 2000 version of the 10 pence coin holds a special place in numismatic collections, primarily due to its enduring design, metal content, and of course scarcity and high grades. On the obverse, we have the well-recognized portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which remained a staple of UK coinage for many years. On the reverse, the traditional image of a crowned lion, a symbol of British strength and royalty, takes center stage. For those unfamiliar, very fine refers to a coin that has been in circulation but retains the majority of its design and details. While there may be slight wear on the highest points of the coin, all the key elements are still sharp and clear. For a coin that's over 2 decades old and likely saw a lot of use, this condition is impressive. Now let's talk about what everyone's here for: the market value of this coin in 2024. Even though this coin is common in lower grades, finding a 2000 UK 10 pence in very fine condition is becoming increasingly difficult, driving its value up on the collector's market. In today, the market value for a UK 10 pence coin from 2000 in very fine condition ranges $100,000. While this may seem like a fortune, another key factor is demand. While the 10 pence coin is made from precious metals, collectors still pursue it for its historical and design significance. In particular, collectors who focus on completing sets of British decimal coins often seek out high-quality examples of each year. So, is this coin a good investment? If you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2000 UK 10 pence coin is yet valuable addition to your collection, especially in very fine condition. Its value is just tied to its monetary worth, but also to its role in British numismatic history. For beginner collectors, this coin is a great example of how everyday currency can transform into a collectible as time passes and condition becomes rare. Next up, we have something special for you, the 1996 United Kingdom 10 pence coin in extra fine condition. This humble piece of currency has become a fascinating coin for collectors, and it's making waves in the market today. Stick around as we explore its design, history, and most importantly, its collector's value in dollars. The 10 pence coin is a staple of British currency, but like all coins, it has evolved over the years. The 1996 version that we are discussing today features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclou. This particular portrait was used on British coins from 1985 until 1997. The Queen is shown wearing the royal diadem, which she usually wore on her way to and from the state opening of Parliament. Now, let's turn the coin over to the reverse side, which is a classic British symbol. Here we see a crowned lion, which has been a symbol of England for centuries, designed by Christopher Ironside. This design was used from 1969 until 2008, when the design of the 10 pence coin was changed. The 10 pence coin from 1996 is part of the larger decimalization of British currency that took place in 1971, replacing the older pre-decimal system. Coins like this one became central to the modern currency system in the UK. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin, which plays a crucial role in its market value. The 1996 UK 10 pence coin we're discussing today is in extra fine condition. But what does that mean? A coin in extra fine condition shows only minimal wear. You'll notice very slight rubbing on the highest points of the coin, like the crown of the lion or the highest parts of the Queen's portrait. However, all the details of the design are still crisp and clear. This means that the coin may have been in circulation, but it was handled with care or used for a very short time before being stored away. Collectors place a high value on coins in this condition, especially when they're as old as the 1996 10 pence, because they are much closer to mint condition than lower graded coins. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1996 UK 10 pence coin valuable? Well, it all comes down to. As a result, finding a 1996 UK 10 pence coin in extra fine condition today is becoming increasingly rare. While it's one of the scarcest coins out there, the fact that it's part of the older, larger size series of 10 pence coins makes it a desirable piece for collectors, especially those focusing on British decimal coinage. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the market value of this coin in today's collector's market. As of today, the market value of a 1996 United Kingdom 10 pence coin in extra fine condition can vary depending on where you're looking to sell or buy. Currently, a 1996 UK 10 pence in extra fine condition is typically valued $195,000. Now, you might be thinking, that's a huge amount. It's important to keep in mind that coin prices fluctuate over time based on factors like rarity, condition, and market trends. Even though the 1996 UK 10 pence may yet be considered a highly sought-after rare coin, and it holds a unique position in collections focusing on the older, larger coinage of the UK, which makes it a worthy addition to any collection. So, why should you consider adding the 1996 UK 10 pence coin to your collection? Well, there are a few reasons. First, it represents a significant era in British numismatics, coming from a time before the designs were modernized. The coin itself is a nod to traditional British symbolism with its lion and crown design. Second, its increasing rarity in extra fine condition means that it will likely continue to grow in value over time. While it's still relatively affordable now, coins like this can appreciate as fewer examples remain in circulation. Finally, if you're a fan of British coins or even coins that symbolize national heritage, this one is a great piece to include. It tells a story of British currency from the late 20th century and is a perfect representation of the decimalized coinage system that replaced centuries of old money. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coins, specifically the large 1997 50 pence coin from the United Kingdom. This is one coin that's been gaining a lot of attention from collectors, and we're going to break down why it's so special and what kind of value it holds in today's collector market, especially in extra fine condition. So, let's get into it. Before we get into the value, let's take a quick trip down memory lane to understand the background of the 1997 50 pence coin. This coin holds a special place in British numismatics. In 1997, the Royal Mint made a big change. They decided to resize the 50 pence coin. The old, larger version was too big and heavy for daily transactions, so they reduced its size to the smaller version we know today. The large 50 pence coin minted before this change was in circulation from 1969 to 1997, and 1997 was its final year of production. While the smaller version took over, the larger 50 pence coins were slowly phased out and withdrawn from circulation. That's why the large 1997 coin is significant. It marks the end of an era. Collectors see this as a transitional coin, which often boosts its appeal in the numismatic world. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1997 large 50 pence coin, which makes it stand out even more. On the obverse side, we have the familiar image of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. His portrait of the Queen was introduced that same year, and it is recognized for its detailed and elegant depiction of Her Majesty. This portrait was used on British coins from 1997 until 2015, and this 50 pence coin was one of the first to feature it. The reverse of the coin showcases the classic image of Britannia, a symbol of strength and unity. Designed by Christopher Ironside, Britannia is seen seated beside a lion, holding a trident and shield. This powerful imagery has deep roots in British history, symbolizing the nation's enduring spirit and protection of the seas. The coin's weight is 13.5 grams, and it's made of a copper-nickel composition, giving it a durable yet attractive shine. Its diameter is 30 millimeters, significantly larger than today's 50 pence coins, making it an eye-catching piece for any collection. So why is this 1997 large 50 pence coin so appealing to collectors? First, it's all about rarity. Since it was the last year of issue for the larger size 50 pence, this coin stands out as a last-of-its-kind item, and coins marking the end of a minting style or size often become sought after. Although limited of these coins were minted, most of them were withdrawn from circulation and melted down, making surviving examples in excellent condition, like extra fine or uncirculated, much harder to come by. The large 1997 50 pence is considered semi-scarce in higher grades, which naturally pushes up its demand in the collector market. For those who appreciate the artistry and history of British coinage, this coin represents both a shift in modern minting practices and a tribute to classic British symbols. Its larger size makes it a standout addition in any collection, especially when compared to the smaller coins that followed. Alright, let's get to the most exciting part. What is the big value of the 1997 large 50 pence coin in today's market, especially in extra fine condition? As of today, the value of this coin can vary based on a few key factors: condition, demand, and whether it's part of a complete set. In extra fine condition, meaning the coin shows only minor signs of wear with its details still sharply defined, it's considered a premium piece. Currently, in the coin collector market, an extra fine 1997 large 50 pence coin can fetch anywhere $235,000. Is the 1997 large 50 pence coin a good investment? If you're a collector looking to hold on to a piece of British history that symbolizes a transitional moment in the country's coinage, then absolutely yes. While this coin is considered ultra-rare, it is semi-scarce in higher grades like extra fine or uncirculated. That means its value could appreciate over time, especially as older British coinage continues to be popular among international collectors. Furthermore, coins from Queen Elizabeth II's reign are becoming increasingly collectible as people look back on her historic legacy, and this 1997 large 50 pence coin is a great way to own a piece of that era. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating history, details, and current market value of the United Kingdom 10 new pence coin from 1975 in very fine condition. Stay tuned to learn all about this classic coin, why it's significant, and how much it's worth on today's collector market. First, let's take a look at the historical background of the United Kingdom 10 new pence coin. This coin was part of the UK's decimalisation process, which started in 1968 and officially came into effect in 1971. Decimalisation was a significant moment in British currency history, as it marked the transition from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to the simpler decimal system we know today, where 1 pound is equal to 100 pence. The 10 new pence coin was introduced to replace the old 2 shillings coin, and it carried the value of 1/10 of a British pound. It's important to note that the term new was added to differentiate it from the pre-decimal currency during the transition period. This new label was removed in 1982, making the earlier versions more interesting to collectors. Now, the 1975 version of the 10 new pence is part of this important transition period, and that adds a layer of historical importance to the coin. Let's talk about the design of the 1975 UK 10 new pence coin. On the obverse side, we have the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine, which was used on many British coins from 1968 until 1984. In this depiction, Queen Elizabeth II is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, which was a gift she received before her wedding. On the reverse side, you'll find a striking design of the lion passant gardant, which is a lion walking forward with its head turned toward the viewer. This image is part of the Royal Arms of England and has been a symbol of British strength and nobility for centuries. The words "New Pence" are also inscribed on this side, along with the number 10 indicating its value. This design is simple yet elegant, and its connection to British history makes it especially appealing to collectors. In very fine condition, the coin shows some minor wear but retains most of its details. You'll see slight smoothness on the highest points of the design, but the coin's major features will still be sharp and visible. Collectors value coins in this condition because they strike a balance between rarity and affordability. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the current market value of the 1975 UK 10 new pence coin in very fine condition. Coin values can vary based on factors like rarity, demand, and condition, but in today's market, this coin in very fine condition typically sells for $240,000. For the true numismatist, the 1975 UK 10 new pence holds much more value beyond its current market price. It's a symbol of an important period in British monetary history, and owning one is like holding a piece of that history in your hand. What about the future value of the 1975 UK 10 new pence coin? Well, as with most coins, the value depends on several factors, including the overall collector demand for British decimalization coins, the scarcity of high-quality examples, and any broader trends in the numismatic world. As time goes on and fewer of these coins remain in very fine or better condition, it's likely that their value will appreciate. While it may skyrocket in value overnight, and it could become a nice addition to your collection that gains more worth as the years pass. If you're in the market for coins from the 1970s, especially those tied to decimalization, holding on to a well-preserved 1975 UK 10 new pence might be a smart move for the future. Thanks for watching, and as always, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Have you come across any interesting coins in your collection? Let us know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos about rare and valuable coins. Happy collecting, and we'll see you next time.